Hey everyone, welcome to another video. Today is going to be a negative one in a way. I'm going to try and make it a little fun, but these are some fragrances that I purchased this year, 2021. They're not necessarily out in 2021, it's just what I've picked up in 2021, which I'm not really that keen on. They're not necessarily bad smelling fragrances, they're just ones that haven't really clicked with me, or I found them a little synthetic, or something is not clicking with me. Now, there might be some, there's definitely going to be a couple in here which are going to be some people's favourites. Don't take offence, we're all different. My tastes of late, I've been in this game now, enjoying fragrances and that for, I think, since roughly 2012. I know I haven't got many videos on the channel, I deleted and wanted to start again. But I've been on YouTube with fragrances since about 2012, so I've been in the game a while, and that's 2012 was when I really started getting into fragrances more. And of course this video is now December 2021, so you know, I've been around on YouTube and I've gone through many fragrances, both indie, niche and designer, cheap and very expensive. So, and like I said, my taste is changing a little. I'm starting to enjoy more luxurious, like high-end Guerlain, high-end Chanel and Dior, and like Serge Lutens. I recently repurchased Shigi, and just anything sort of luxurious, gentleman kind of style is what I've been going for. Getting away from the younger stuff now. Probably just because I'm getting a little older, but I don't know, as you get older you just stop buying a load of cheap stuff and just go for luxury. Stop buying sort of volume and go for luxury. That's what I've been going. I've been buying some more Guerlains of late. I've already bought a couple of Chanels. You get the picture. So I've got a box full of stuff here. So without further ado, because I've already been speaking for like 2.5 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to go through these, no particular order. I just got to jump in and give you my thoughts and what I think. So I'm going to do the first two fragrances are ones that I consider not good at all. One junk and one just isn't my cup of tea at all. So the first one is Tommy Now Them. Tommy Now Them, I can't really see which way it is. This one is it's just like a generic and very how shall I say it? It's generic and cheap smelling, synthetic, very cheap synthetic smelling, generic. I don't know, it isn't very good at all. There are some in this range said to be decent, but I would say I think most people have tried this one. Most people are saying, and I'm one of them, I agree, that this really isn't a very good one at all. It's sort of like tries mixing a cheap synthetic citrus with a cheap synthetic spice and wood, and it really just doesn't work. It really doesn't work. It's not very good at all, and it's a shame because Tommy do come out with some good fragrances, but obviously every house has some doozies, and this is one of them for me. Again, might be sold, might just be chucked in the bin, I don't know. So first one, Tommy Now Them. Next is a surprise for some, because I think it's Chad from Gentleman's Journey. I think he likes this one, but Polo Sport. Now this one, you know, it's said to have like mint and all sorts, and I spray it on for me and it just tackles my nose. Again, cheap, synthetic smelling, just everything's just wrong. I don't know, it's just a little scratchy to me. It just doesn't gel with me at all. You know, Polo Sport, Ralph Lauren, it's just not my cup of tea, shall we say, so we'll leave it as that. If you like it, you rock it. Well, it really isn't my cup of tea at all. Okay, so we're going to finish off with the sort of cheap synthetic vibes. I've had a bottle of this before and I don't remember it being this bad. And this is a proper, well, it isn't fake. And this one is Mont Blanc Individual. Maybe it's just my tastes and experience, so I can pick up the cheap notes in it. This one, when you first spray it, yeah, it smells like Santal. It's not Santal Royale, is it, or whatever it is. Creed's Royal Santal, whatever it is. I've had that fragrance, and yes, when you first spray this, it just smelled like that. Really, really close. It smells good. It doesn't smell cheap synthetic. After about an hour on my skin, or hour and a half on my skin, that goes away, and what's left on my skin is a very, very cheap synthetic sandalwood smell. That's it. That's all it goes down to on my skin. It might be different on yours, but once it hits that dry down, cheap synthetic, very cheap synthetic, quite nasty to the nose, sandalwood scent. So not my cup of tea when it dries down. Beautiful when it opens, even smell it from the sprayer here. Oh yeah, I'll get that. Definitely that Creed DNA, that same scent. But when it dries down, it really goes something completely nasty on my skin. So Mont Blanc Individual. But next, it was just really, this one's just really a disappointment of how simple it is. Now the quality's good, but way too simple and just bleh, really. This one is Herms H24. Luckily I bought this little, I think it's 12 mils, little 12 mil sort of miniature, sort of miniature, I suppose, isn't it? So it's got a sprayer. It is a spray. You know, it's nice smelling. The quality's there, but once it's on my skin, it just smells like a grapefruit kind of scent. Very high quality grapefruit scent, but that is it. It just smells like high grapefruit. It's scent to me. Nice, fresh, clean, grapefruity, but you know, it's nothing new. Yeah, again, the quality's there, but it just doesn't click with me at all. I mean, the money that you have to pay to get that, to have just a fresh, clean, citrusy like grapefruit scent, not really worth it in my opinion. Alright, one that's probably going to surprise people because they know I like citrus scents, but this one, Cidrat, Rosa, whatever, by Mancera. Again, not saying it's a bad scent. Yeah, it smells alright. Doesn't perform on me for shit. I get about an hour or so of projection, comes close to the skin, that's where it sits. And I like the scent, but you know, again, not only the performance isn't good on me, but the scent is just nice. It's average, you know, it doesn't wow me. So it isn't a bad scent. Yeah, it's well made. The quality is decent, but performance on me isn't very good. My skin just sucks this one up for some reason, and this is my second bottle of it. I got through about a third of my last bottle a couple of years ago and sold it, but it was on offer and I thought, you know what, I'll try it again, and the same thing. I got rid of it for the same thing, and it comes as slightly smooth and almost creamy on my skin, and I don't like fragrances when they do that. Don't mind smooth, or when they start getting a little creamy. Not my cup of tea, but nice enough. Very nice fragrance in itself, but it doesn't perform on me, and the scent overall I just think's mediocre. I like fragrances that when I smell it I just go like euphoric, you know, oh god, like this one just doesn't do that. But it is nice. I've been wearing it, as you can see, and I probably will wear down it. It's just to me nothing special. Okay, so off the whim, everyone was saying this one when it came out was just like a Paco Rabanne Invictus sort of copy, and nothing special. I thought, okay, well, hey, I've been wrong. People, when I've listened to, have actually, to me, when I've tried something and I've said something similar, to my nose, they've been wrong. So I thought, oh, you know, I'll get a smaller bottle. Well, most people were correct with this one, and this one's Davidoff Run Wild. yeah, it is just like a Paco Rabanne Invictus, which I'm not a fan of, but this one's worse to me. Why? Because it smells like Paco Rabanne Invictus, which I don't like, but then it goes creamy, and like I've already said, I don't like it when it goes, the fragrances go creamy on my skin. So, and this is to me worse than Paco Rabanne Invictus on me, because it's that scent but goes has a creamy vibe. Don't like that. It's made it even worse. So again, there's going to be people out there who love this. I don't blame you. It's not a bad scent. It's just not my cup of tea. Right, next two from the house of bergeron, and yes, they surprise me because the old school scents from bergeron are fantastic. Both bergeron pour homme, J pour homme, brilliant, fantastic. So that's why I bought these two. I'm thinking, okay, they come out more recently, but I'll give them a go. And no, not really. This one, I don't know how you say that. Quatre, is it, or something like that? Quatre, whatever. From bergeron EDT, the original first one. This one is sort of like a generic fruity freshy, and although, you know, it smells okay, it smells decent, it is like what I'm saying, it's a generic fruity freshy. Again, nothing special, smells fine, it smells okay. I haven't worn that much of it. I have worn it, but you know, it's just nothing special. But, you know, if you like fresh fruity fragrances, then it's a decent one if you don't want to pay too much money. But again, you know, my tastes have changed. They've sort of gone up a little bit when it comes to quality. I want that next tier up, and although, you know, not bad, decent quality for the money, etc. Just again a generic fruity freshy. Next, again from bergeron, and this one is the night version, noir version of it. This one a little better. It's got the DNA of that one. It's still got that sort of fruity, fresh vibe, but it pushes a little bit of vanilla, that sort of incensey vanilla kind of thing in here. More of the incense than anything. So it's got like a slightly darker vibe, and a little better than the last one, the original, with that little incensey kick in there. But again, just doesn't give me that wow factor, and again, the quality is decent and all that, but you know, again, my taste has just gone up one. So unfortunately for me, my wallet is gonna be affected because my taste has gone up a notch, but better than the first one, but still doesn't wow me at all. Okay, so last one from Prada. This is Prada Rosa. This is the ocean version. I don't know if you'll see it there. See, I've worn it a little bit. This one, you know, it's slightly aquatic. I'll get like a slight lavender aquatic scent when you first put it on, mixed with that Luna Rosa sort of DNA of that iris scent, fresh iris, and then it just really just dries down to this, which I've already got. This Prada L'Homme Low. It dries this for about maybe 40 minutes to an hour. Has got a slight aquatic, not salty, slight lavenderish feel, and then very quickly just dries down to a fresh iris scent, but like, which is what this is, but not as good. The quality doesn't smell as good as this dry down, although it smells almost identical dry down to this one. What this dries down to what this actually smells like throughout its life, but not quite as good quality as this. So it's a redundant release for me. Yeah, you got a slightly different top to this, dries down to this, but not as good quality as this. You know, so that's all it is. I thought it would be something a bit different, maybe a nice salty aquatic with that lavender and you know, Luna Rosa DNA, but it just dries down to a fresh iris, and that's all it dries down to on my skin. Prada Luna Rosa Ocean was my last one. So that's it. That's my worst blind buys of 2021. As you can see, they're not bad fragrances. Again, many people probably enjoy a lot of these, but again, like I mentioned probably 6 or 7 times already in this video, my taste is grown, and it's growing out of fragrances like this, where it just doesn't wow me. I'm not going to be blind buying so much. I want a couple more Guerlains. I've got my eye on the Guerlain Shalimar, which I don't like, but I've seen the clone version, a slightly different bottle, so I might give that a chance, and if I don't like that, then I might give that to somebody like my daughter or something. What else have I got to try and re-buy? Habit Rouge Sport, if I can get either one. And then there's some of the Ideal Man or Ideal fragrances from Guerlain that I wish to try. And then there's some Chanel's, and of course there's some Serge Lutens that I want to sample, and many other sort of niche or higher end designer or niche indie brands I want to really get looking into. When it comes to sort of the cheaper fragrances, I would say I'm not really going to go lower than maybe Dior, Chanel, Hermes. Guerlain I don't really class as designer, but they tend to be, the regular range tends to be at like a designer price, so I'll call them designer for just for sake for this video. So plenty of Guerlains to be looking at, and you know, just keep it sort of those sort of 5 or 6 sort of range of designers, and then look at some more niche and go down that route. So that's it. Thank you for watching the video. I really do appreciate it as always, and I'll see you again soon on the next one.